Hey guys, what's up on my channel? Welcome back to another dev vlog. I haven't really recorded anything this weekend. It's Monday now. I am recording this today and uploading it today. But I didn't do a lot of recording this weekend. I did a lot of playing. I played a lot of Dark Souls, but I didn't record anything. Well, I recorded fighting Orsi and Smal, but I haven't beaten them yet, so sorry. I'm working on it. Anyway, I did have all of Saturday and all of Thursday to work on my game dev, though, which is what I wanted to show you. So, a lot has happened in a week. Given 2 full days to work on something means that I've made some significant progress. Last time you saw this, there was 3 boxes, I had the gun, the bullet, and all this kind of stuff. Since then, I've made a object that as I approach it, it begins to float. I can shoot it, and then it plays a death animation. I have Saturday, I completed a flying enemy. Say flying. It kind of hovers, and it does fly to a random position in the air, and then it kind of floats around. And everything has a collider to it, so I'll show you what I mean. I'll go into the gameplay here, and I'll give you a quick tour around. Everything will be flying and doing stuff. So you can see here's the floating enemy here. And he just kind of floats around randomly. More around. They like to do circles. I don't know why yet, but they like to do circles. But this was what I made first. This replaced the box. I made these diamond gems, whatever the fuck you want to call them, inside these rings, and they spin, they hover, and they float, and they bounce. But let me go to one that hasn't activated yet. So once I get within a certain range, let me pull up. Let me do. I also made menus, some very small menus, but I made menus. So, if I click on this guy, you'll see he's got that box collider, that green line around him. That is what we're looking for. So once my character, let me get in the screen here. Hello. Hello. Once I get within that green line, it will activate, and then it will delete the collider. So, boop, and now it's on. So if I go 1, 2, 3, it dies. Now I also made it so that the mesh collider on, not the mesh collider, yes, the mesh collider on the diamond thing here in the middle. Once it's deactivated in its current state, it's gone, so you cannot continue to kill it over and over again, because that was a little bug even I came up with. So this is its idle state, as I showed you. This is its rest state, and then that's active state. Oh, shit. Idle state. And I want to show you. None of these are really close to the ground right now. These guys are hard to hit. Oh, whoops, I clicked off. Damn it. Oh, I'm wasting so many bullets. I need you to come down now, please. I would like to kill one of you. So I need to add a crosshair, because shooting these guys without a crosshair is a fucking nightmare. Here you come. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm not even hitting it. I'm out of ammo. Alright, let's restart. So, I want to show you what happens, because if I just run up to this guy real quick, I can just pop, pop, pop. And he just falls. That's it, he's just deactivated. That's it. They fly around randomly. As you can see, the one guy over here. Let me grab the camera. Focus on him. So he's just kind of roaming around randomly. 1, 2. There we go. And these guys do still count as points. Let me scale this up a bit. So I see I still have the 2 points. Now I hope I have enough ammo. I don't. Okay. I have an end point in the game now. I'll just quickly get to it. 1, 2, 3. Everything has 3 health right now. I haven't increased the health amounts of any enemy yet. It's all just basically copy script and then change a couple things. Once you have 3 points, this archway appears. This will be the end of the level, effectively. What you do is you just simply cross it. I changed this to fucking done it. Because I was very excited to actually have finished making things work like that. So, hold on a second. I want to go back to main menu. I do have a main menu. It's very simple. So, I know I'm kind of skipping about here, but I want to just display what I've created so far. Game menu, play game, loads first level. Everything begins to move around. I do have... Actually, I'll show you what I want to do with those guys, because those have a very little... I'll open the prefab for you. There we go. So these guys, these are my floating eye enemies. They have, within the prefab here, they have a target. It's an invisible game object. Effectively what happens is that target has a script in it called random position, and it will just kind of pop every 3 seconds to a new position on the map. Within a certain limit, like -20, +20, kind of square cube-ish area. It'll appear in a position like that, and then the eye will target it and go to that position. What I thought of last night before I went to bed, and what I want to change right now, so you guys can see me do a little bit of scripting. Random position is currently that random positions, the invisible game object, the target is just there. So it starts up and it moves, and then 3 seconds later, it'll change position. What I want it to do is I want it to immediately go from awake to different position. So I want it, before that level even loads, I want that object in a random position. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to wait for Visual Studio here to load up. Alright, here we go. So, pull up the random position. This dictates that it goes to a random position. That's what all this does right here. To make it make sense, there's the timer. So it's just a number, float. So timer plus equals time.delta time. So basically it just means every second it's ticking up. Because there's time, and that's every frame, and then you add .delta time, and that makes it every second. Then out here, it says timer equals 0. So it resets it once it changes position to 0 and starts the timer again. What happens is, if target equals false, which it does at the start, it does this. It changes its random position to a -20f and 20f. Basically just positions within this vector 3. If enemy health equals 0, target active equals true, which I should probably reverse these to make them make a little more sense, but whatever. If target active equals true, it does literally nothing. It just stops. It doesn't exist anymore. The eye stops targeting it, and everything just stops. The eye stops targeting in its own script. This is just the target stops moving at all. It just stops doing everything. I want to take this, copy that, and I want to make a new void awake. So this specifically says, so there's 3 states within Unity immediately off the bat. There's 3 things you can do. Awake means as the level loads, start means once the level loads, and then update is every frame. So on awake, I want it to do this. Just watch, just pick a position. And then it goes into everything else. So stupid simple. I might actually change its lowest position. I'm going to make it a 3. Its highest position, I'm going to make it a 15, let's say. Because that's on the Y. So the x-axis is anywhere between -20 on the map and +20 on the map. Same with the Z, -20, +20. And then the Y, I don't want it to go down, because if it goes down, it starts dragging across the ground and looks stupid. So the lowest position it can go is 3. The highest it can go is 15. Where those specifically fall, I don't entirely know. But this should work. Go back into the scene. Let's go back into... Go back into level 1. So now, I'm going to just grab this eye here. So it's the game object starts within the eye. And then it finds a new position. It should be in front of it. I don't know why it's... Are they all like that? No? Just this one. Oh, is it already found a new position? Is that what's happening? No, this one's just being weird. I must have changed this one manually. Yeah, let's just move that up front. Whatever. So I'm going to follow that thing. There's a way to set it to follow specifically what I'm looking at. So let's just play. I'll pull up the game. Oh my god, it's just going fucking crazy. Hold on a second. Like, that is just continually finding a new position. I need to get a better view, like, up and out. What the fuck is... 2, 3. What is going on? That is not how that is supposed to work at all. What the fuck? Hold on a second. So the error I'm just occurring right now is the fact that since this is a prefab, once this begins to move, this moves with it because it's a child of that. So, is there a way to unchild something in a prefab? Hold on a second, I gotta look this up. There's a very easy fix to this, but it makes things a little bit more complicated. Not a lot, but a little. I would need to delete... No, I don't want to make another object. Go away. I would need to delete the game object that I target, make another one every time I want to use one of these enemies, or one of these things. Which I guess isn't too bad, because then it's just a couple extra empty game objects. I just have to set the target to I target 1, I target 2, I target 3, and then rightfully connect those to their respective bad guys. So if I delete this, go back into the scene, nothing should have... It does no longer have a target, which is good. What I want to do now is I want to create empty. I'm gonna call this nope, 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 bad. You can't see that. Target 1. Target with an R. Excuse me. I target 1. That empty game object is right there. I want to add components. I want to go to random position. I want to connect the float N to that, and then I want to go into the floating I. I want to make target that. I can add back in that script, which means it'll automatically choose a new position at the start. Let's see what happens. Boom. That is much more what I wanted it to do. I was wondering why they kept doing circles. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So it's choosing a space. If you see here in the middle, if you look on the main scene view, not the game view, I am almost standing on 0, 0, which means positive 20 is this way, negative 20 is that way, up and down, 3 and 15, or 20 or whatever I said it to. So it just floats around, doing its thing now. That's exactly what I wanted to do, which means in order to make multiples of these enemies later on, I'm going to need to create multiple empty targets for them to follow, which shouldn't be too bad. There shouldn't be more than 5 of these in a scene at a time. Other little things that I have worked on, I'm going to bring the game view up. I do have the pause menu here, pause resume, which effectively, let me show you how this works. So if I pause it, it sets, do I have the pause menu open? I do not. I'll go into the scripts, I will open up menu scripts, pause menu, pause button, nope, pause button. So, in here, on input duck key down, it's like the simplest script. Input duck key down escape. If I hit escape, it sets the time scale to 0. So everything that requires delta time or time at all is set to 0. So everything freezes. The mouse look sensitivity is set to 0. The mouse smoothing is set to 0. The weapon basic shoot function is set to false, which means I can't do anything with the gun. And the pause menu is activated. So going to the pause menu, nothing here. It's got the public void resume, which means that when I hit the button in here, this button here, I'll pull up the 2D view, I'll grab the pause menu. No, what the pause menu? Stupid. Okay. So this is the canvas for the pause menu. Inside is a simple button and that button has a texture on it I made up in Photoshop in like 2 seconds, and it's got this run on it. So runtime only, pause menu, it goes to pause menu dot resume and plays the resume function, which is time scale equals 1, so everything goes back to normal. The mouse sensitivity is set back to where it should be, the mouse smoothing is set back to where it should be, the weapon basic is set to true, and the game object is set to false. So all that means is everything goes back to normal. So if I go into the game, I hit resume, we're up. And we're back, and we're up. I still have to set it to escape and do the same thing. The last time I did that, it didn't work. I don't know why. But everything seems to be working at this point. Make this big again. I'll just activate the last one, 1, 2, 3. So what would normally happen at this point is, where am I on this? Fucking 18 minutes. Wow, really? Once you hit a certain score threshold on this test, it's 3. The archway will appear, or whatever kind of doorway appear will hit. You'll go through it. It will say nothing. It will pass you on to the next level. That's basically how this game's gonna work. I do have other things in mind, don't get me wrong. There's a bit of a storyline planned. I still have one more enemy to produce. Currently there's nothing that shoots back yet, and the player doesn't have a health system yet. That's simple enough to implement though. What I want to do is I need to make everything's been getting slightly more complicated as I go. So the next enemy I'm going to make is going to be able to fire back and delete or destroy the enemy's, or I keep talking in that terms. It's going to decrease the player's health to the point where if it hits 0, I want there to be a game over screen, which is easy enough to do. What I need to do is I need to use ray tracing inside Unity to be like, oh look, the player's within sight. Target the player, and the thing will go, okay, and target the player. That's basically what I'm trying to do today and tomorrow. Because I'm fucking done fighting Ornstein and Smell for a while. They pissed me off. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work. Yeah, I just wanted to share things have changed a lot in 2 days compared to where they were last time you saw this video, which I think was like Monday, April 10th. Yeah, it was 5 days ago. So, yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get back to work. I shall see you guys later. Have a good day, and goodbye.